I'm in my hammock in my woven teepee in the sedge meadow beside the stream, which is over there. There's no traffic for a few minutes, so I thought, oh, this is great. Oh, look, there's an ambulance going by. I heard a siren far away. I guess that must have been him. That's the first responder. That's who always comes if you call 911. Then they come with the ambulance after. I'll probably hear a siren for that. Well, I guess they only put their siren on if there's people on the road. Here comes traffic. Nope. So I'll tell you what I've been doing. I came out here I guess it was noon when I came out. It's 1:30 now. I came out here from, remember where I was sitting in the bushes listening to the birds? And I cut away some of the bushes, the alders branches that were making my pathway to that winterized teepee on Horseshoe Island. Difficult to get to, so I cut them, and then I made a little pathway through into the cedars, and I lay in that hammock for a few minutes, but boy did the mosquitoes eat me alive. So I came over here and I put on my mosquito repellent. It's always good to keep your mosquito repellent where you're going to be when you need it. Anyway, so I put on bug repellent, which I don't usually do anymore because I'm trying to be careful about things like that. But anyway, I did it, and what a relief, no bugs. So I lay here for a while until I recuperated, and then I walked my labyrinth. This one over here. See? You can see all those red stuff in it, eh? Those are little red tags are on the willow that are living. Remember, I counted them. There was 99, I think, living willow in the labyrinth. I just cut off willow and I just stuck them in the ground. I pulled all the branches off, or the leaves in most cases. Just stuck them in the ground, and quite a few of them have grown, 90 of them. But I see, as I was walking it, that many are not marked. Many are growing but don't have red survey tag around it. I've been tagging them around the bottom at the ground because when I cut the willow back in the fall, I have to cut it back so it'll grow straight every year so you can make baskets. When I cut it, I want to make sure that those tags are still there. No sense having the tags on my piece of willow that I'm taking up to make a basket out of, right? That's what I thought too. Good idea. But as I'm out there wandering around walking this, it's very difficult to figure out where my paths are. There are some stretches that are easy to tell. You're in a straight line or you're going in a circle and there's willow on one side. But then you get into these things like bushes. Sometimes there'll be a bush that's kind of wide. Well, when I made the labyrinth, sometimes I walk through these bushes. So my pathways are supposed to go through the bushes, but I'm not sure which ones I did that to, and they're not really marked properly, so I'm having kind of a troublesome time. I want to come back with the red tape, and I think I'll just take the tape and I know it sounds stupid, but I'll just unwind it all the way through the whole labyrinth. That would take a lot of tape, though. I'll probably run out. Some places where you don't need to do that, it's very clear where the pathway is. I wouldn't need to do it, but there's some places where I'm not sure it could overlap. When I look back and I see where I've been, I could see where I've trampled down the grass, so I know I've been there. I can't see these cars very well because of there's so much grass growing now. See, it's pretty hidden down in here. I'm kind of tired. How can I do it so I know where the paths are? See, what I want to do is come back down with my snowshoes and wear the snowshoes, and that will trample all the grass down. Sorry. Just a piece of branch. Anyway, that will trample all the grass down, and then I'll know where my paths are. But I don't want to trample them down improperly. That would be awful if I trampled them down and missed some. See, that's what I do. I keep walking it, and then I find there's whole chunks that I didn't walk that aren't trampled down at all. So where was I supposed to get on them? I must say, it's a little bit confusing. Now, theoretically, there should be rings, which are all circles within each other, and it should be simple to tell where the rings are. If only I did it in rings, but I didn't because there's bushes, and I had to go around the bushes. And sometimes there's two bushes, and so I went through the bushes twice. It depends how far apart they are. You know, if there's only that far apart, I went through once. But then I made a loop back down there, and I come around the same place again beside it. Anyway, there was one place which was very confusing. When I went through it, I found I walked a whole bunch that I hadn't walked at all. So that must be the proper way to get through there. But I think I had blocked it up with willow. I think I had stuck an extra willow or two in that spot. So I've got to come down here and figure this all out. See, and when you tie this stuff, it's pretty, you know, if you tie it and you tie it wrong, then I'll just really be confused. I think it's not very hard to make me confused. Does that sound like I'm complaining again? Murmur, murmur, murmur. But I like my labyrinth. I just want to make it so it's going to work. I want to have it every fall. I want to cut the willow, and then it'll grow up, and I'll have a willow labyrinth that like Mira. Sort of. It's a sedge meadow. But I do need to tread down the grass in the middle. I can see a thing over there. That's my other life. You see it just above the clouds? Not when I'm wiggling. Oh, look, it's making a line now. It wasn't making a line before. That's behind that tree over there. It's just a dot. You'll never see it with this camera. Don't you like it when I show you things that you can't see? Well, you know, that's just me, Nancy today. Not to be confused with who I was yesterday or who I will be tomorrow. This is just who I am today. Would you like me to teach you how to make a hammock rock? Okay, well, let's turn you around. Okay, now, so here you are lying perfectly still. If you just tilt your feet, and of course part of you is connected to your feet, but if you tilt your feet, you'll start to swing. If you want to go really high, well, you have to tilt your feet more. This works in a hammock that's tied at both ends. If it's got a bar on the end, it won't work. And that is how you make yourself rock in a hammock. Okay. Ah, a breeze. Feels nice. Goodbye.